Hey everybody, this is Blaine Markey from Black Belt Dragons D&D, and I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm going to give some DM tips. There's a lot of times when I am making NPCs and I need a CR rating for them, so that way I know for experience points, as well as if my players decide to kill them, which they might, then I have some sort of challenge rating to go based off of. And so what I do typically is I'll make my NPC, and I use D&D Beyond for this. So I have my NPC right here. His name's Rowan Sharp. He is a vampire hexblade. And yeah, so I need a CR rating for him. So we're going to go over this. So in the bottom right corner, right over there, that way, is a sheet that has a bunch of different has armor class, hit points, and it is my cheat sheet on how to make a NPC. So you have two different categories. You have a defensive category and you have an offensive category. You're going to go in the sheet, look up what your attack bonus is, what your damage per round is, all of that good stuff, and you're going to find what typical CR it's listed under. Once you do that, you're going to take the CR. You're going to have three different CRs for three different things under offensive and three different CRs under defensive. You're going to average both of those out. So you have an offensive CR, a defensive CR, and then you're going to average those. Okay, so I know there's a lot of math and talking a lot, so let's just kind of get into it. So if you want to use the cheat sheet down on the bottom right, that is A-OK. So we're going to look at our offensive stat first. So first thing's our attack bonus. So his typical thing he's going to be using, so you got to decide what your NPC is going to use the most. So I have different things. I have light crossbow, +1 trident. I got some other things here. Most of the things are +8, these, but I'm going to use, he's going to use his trident, because he's a hexblade, that's his packed weapon, and it's a +1. So he's going to use, we're going to go with +9 for the to hit. So you go over here, look under your attack bonus. So his attack bonus is a +9, so we go down, and if you look, you scroll all the way down on the attack bonus, and then you scroll all the way over to the side, and it says CR 16. So I'm going to write down my first one. So for offensive, it's going to be CR 16. All right. And then so my next one is going to be damage per round. So let's take a look at that. Oh, I just closed that out. There we go. All right. So what you're going to do is going to look at your damage. This one says, let's see, your martial throne. I'm guessing we're going to assume the 1d8 + 6. So 1d8 + 6, and he has hex. So let's say hex at 3rd level, because I like using hex, I believe is 3d6. Oh no, it just adds 1d6. Alright, so he's got 1d8 + 6 and then 1d6. Not +6, just 1d8 + 6 and 1d6. So let's see here, 8 + 6, that is 14 plus another 6. You want to do the max just in case. Is, oh my gosh, math. Oh, we're at 14, sorry, +6 is 20. That was hard. I don't know why it was hard. So yeah, so we're at 20 right now, and he has, under his features and traits, I know he has, where's Thirsting Blade. I can attack with my packed weapon twice whenever I take the attack turn. Alright, so I'm just going to double that, so that's 40. So max, so damage per round, I go in here, I go to 39 to 40 is where my range is, because mine was 40. And we're going to go over, so that CR is 6. So you guys already are seeing that the CR is wildly different. So he has a CR of 16 and a CR of 6. And then let's see his spell save DC. Spell save DC is a 16. So let's take a look at that. And I close it out again. I keep closing it out for some reason. That was real dumb. Alright, so 16. It's ranging from 8 to 10, so I'm going to go with 9 since that's in the middle. So we'll go 6, 9, and 16. So those three are wildly different. So what we need to do is we need to average it to one offensive stat. So we go 16 plus 6 plus 9. That's 31. Now to average it, you just divide it by 3, which is 10.3. I'm going to round down to 10. So currently, he has an offensive CR of 10. Okay? So, let me get that written down. And then, yeah. So, offensive stat of 10. Offensive CR. Now we have to do our defensive CR. That's things like hit points, armor class. I add the proficiency bonus in there, even though it's technically not defensive. It's sort of just a range on there. Actually, maybe I don't do proficiency. Let me look. I think proficiency just, did I close out of it again? I did close out of it again. Dadgummit. Alright. So yeah, so proficiency bonus, it ranges so much. Mine's 3, so you guys can see it's 5 to 8. I'm not going to use that. We're just going to do armor class and hit points. So armor class, his armor class is 15 right here. So let me go into my little sheet and look under 15. So I scroll down. So it ranges from 5 to 7. So I'm going to go with 6. So he has a armor class CR of 6. And then we're going to look at his hit points, which is 43. Now, sometimes I like to boost that up. So let's say this dude has, I'm going to give him max H, oh wait, no, do overrides. Let's give him another 20. No, 22, so that way it's an even 65. Oh. I'm just going to put 65 in there then. Alright, so 65. So, we got 65 max hit points. Now let's go to our sheet. And if you scroll down, hit points is going to be one of your lowest things. So he has 65. So if you look at the hit points, the typical hit points for 65, the CR is 1/2. So I got 6 and 1/2. So your defense typically is what's going to bring your CR down, which is okay. It's completely okay. You're going to hit hard, but you're going to die real quick, which is fine. It's fine. Depends on what you want. If you want something higher, just look at this challenge rating and go by that. So I do 6 plus 1/2, which is 6.5, and then divide that by 2. So that's 3.25. I'm going to round it down to 3. So now we have our offensive CR, 10, our defensive CR, 3. We're going to add those together. All right, that's 13, and then divide that by 2, which gets us 6.5. All right, you can round up, round down, depends on how much experience you want to give your players. I'm going to say a solid 6. So, this creature, this NPC, has a CR of 6. And if you look in the DMG, or I'm going to post this picture that I have. I have a picture. It's the one of the down in the right corner. But it has the monster's stats by challenge rating and then the experience points by challenge rating. And both of those is in one picture. I just clipped it together, make my life easier. And so I'll link it so that way you guys can pull it off of, I think it's Imgur, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyways, so my character has a CR of 6. And the experience for that is 2,300. Now, if you use D&D Beyond, you have to go to the notes to figure this out. What I like to do, if I know that I'm going to use this character, I'm going to go edit my character. I'm going to go to edit his name. Now, I'm going to go parentheses CR 6 and then asterisk 2,300. That way I know how much experience he's going to get. Okay? And then I save that. I think as soon as I go there, it saves. Let me try again. Let me back out. I know it saved. There we go. What? I don't know why it's not popping up. That's weird. Hitting a snag in the wonderful D&D Beyonds. Let's refresh this just in case view. Well, eventually, hopefully, it'll show up on your thing. But if not, you can always just see it right here in the list that it is CR6, 2300 experience. And that is how you turn a NPC and give it a challenge rating and figure out how much experience it is in case your players just decide to kill your NPCs, which happens frequently. There was one that I had, Tavern Keeper, didn't even know I needed to make a NPC sheet for. They decided one session they were going to attack him, and I realized, oh, okay, all right, we're done for the session. My sessions were only 2 hours, so we were almost done anyways. And then I had to go make an NPC sheet. All right, I made him a rogue, had to give him a CR rating, had to give him experience points, all that good stuff. Came back, and they wiped him out in, I think, 3 rounds with only 2 players out of my 5 players. So, anyways, it was bizarre. It was crazy. But that is how you get a CR rating for your NPCs. All right, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.